Hello, dear viewers, and welcome back to the channel where we delve into the latest happenings and enduring traditions of the British royal family. Today, we're focusing on a member of the royal house who consistently embodies dedication and duty, particularly during challenging times. We're talking about Her Royal Highness, the Princess Royal, Princess Anne, and a recent action that has rightly earned praise and, according to reports, made her brother, King Charles III, and indeed the wider royal family, immensely proud. This particular event stands in stark contrast to past incidents involving other members of the family, serving as a poignant reminder of the varying approaches to royal duty, especially when confronting public tragedy and sorrow. Before we immerse ourselves in the details of this significant moment and its wider implications, if you appreciate our coverage of the monarchy, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us continue bringing you these in-depth reports. In the wake of a truly distressing event, a horrible incident that occurred during a parade, the details of which have understandably caused widespread shock and grief, the royal family often looks to its members to offer comfort and solidarity to those affected. It is a time when the presence of a royal figure, acting with sensitivity and empathy, can make a profound difference to communities and individuals grappling with immense pain and loss. In this instance, it was the turn of the Princess Royal to step forward. Known widely and respected for her tireless work ethic and straightforward approach, she is often cited as the hardest-working member of the royal family, based on the sheer number of engagements she undertakes annually. Princess Anne recently undertook a visit of great significance. Her destination was the Royal Liverpool University Hospital. The purpose of this visit was clear and crucial: to show solidarity with those most directly impacted by the tragic events, specifically the victims who had been injured and the first responders who had bravely rushed to the scene to provide aid and support in the immediate aftermath. Hospital visits following such traumatic incidents are never easy. They require immense sensitivity, a quiet dignity, and a genuine ability to connect with people at their most vulnerable moments. Princess Anne, with her decades of experience in public life and countless engagements visiting hospitals, charities, and communities across the nation, was undoubtedly a fitting choice for this delicate task. Buckingham Palace, through its spokesperson, confirmed the nature and intent of Her Royal Highness's visit. The statement conveyed that Princess Anne extended her heartfelt condolences and support to the families and communities who had been affected by the incident. This is more than just a formal expression. It represents a genuine acknowledgement of the suffering endured by innocent people and an offering of comfort from the highest levels. For those reeling from such an event, knowing that their pain is seen and acknowledged by a member of the royal family can, for some, be a small source of solace in a dark time. The palace spokesperson's statement went on to highlight another crucial aspect of the visit, one that speaks volumes about the Princess Royal's character and her understanding of the broader impact of such tragedies. It read, "Her Royal Highness also wishes to acknowledge the courage of the emergency services, some of whom she met today, and all those providing care and comfort during this difficult time." This specific mention of the emergency services is vital. These brave men and women, paramedics, police officers, firefighters, hospital staff, are the unsung heroes who run towards danger and trauma while others are fleeing. They witness unimaginable scenes and carry immense emotional burdens. Recognizing their courage and dedication, particularly in person, is a powerful gesture of gratitude and respect. Meeting some of these individuals allowed Princess Anne to offer direct words of thanks and support, reinforcing the nation's appreciation for their vital work. One of the most notable aspects of Princess Anne's visit, and one that drew particular attention from royal observers, was her conduct throughout what was undeniably a somber and emotionally charged outing. It was widely remarked upon that the Princess Royal, known for her pragmatic and often direct communication style, navigated the delicate situation with impeccable grace. Crucially, she avoided making any inappropriate or ill-judged remarks. In the context of offering condolences and support after a tragedy, the choice of words is paramount. A single insensitive comment, however unintentional, can cause further pain and overshadow the intended message of comfort. Princess Anne, throughout her engagement, maintained a professional yet empathetic demeanor, focusing entirely on offering support and showing solidarity without drawing undue attention to herself or making the situation about anything other than the victims and the responders. She kept, as one royal expert noted, her private thoughts private, focusing solely on the public duty at hand. This brings us to the contrast that the royal expert highlighted, a contrast that underscores why Princess Anne's recent actions have been so well received and deemed so commendable. The expert drew a parallel between Princess Anne's sensitive handling of the Liverpool visit and a past instance involving her brother, Prince Andrew. The comparison revolves around the crucial skill of representing the monarchy, particularly the sovereign, during moments of national or international tragedy. The incident referenced involves Prince Andrew's visit to Lockerbie in Scotland, following the horrific bombing of Pan Am Flight 103 in December 1988. This act of terrorism resulted in the deaths of 270 people, 259 on the plane and 11 on the ground in Lockerbie. It remains the deadliest terrorist attack in the history of the United Kingdom. Prince Andrew, then the Duke of York, visited the site in the aftermath of the disaster, representing his mother, Queen Elizabeth II. According to the royal expert, Prince Andrew's conduct and comments during this incredibly sensitive time were marked by a distinct lack of tact and perceived clumsiness. The expert specifically recalled and quoted remarks attributed to the Duke of York during his visit to the devastated scene. He mentioned the Duke of York's comments, stating that Prince Andrew spouted the lines, "I suppose statistically something like this has got to happen at some stage," he spouted. Of course, it only affects the community in a very small way. Let's take a moment to unpack these reported comments and understand why they were and still are considered so deeply inappropriate in the context of a visit to a community shattered by mass murder and loss. The first part, "I suppose statistically something like this has got to happen at some stage," comes across as incredibly detached and academic when spoken amidst the raw grief and devastation of a terrorist attack site. It reduces a horrific act of violence that claimed 270 human lives to a mere statistical inevitability. For the families mourning their loved ones and the residents of Lockerbie whose town had become a disaster zone, hearing such a comment would likely have felt cold, clinical, and profoundly dismissive of the unique and overwhelming human tragedy they were experiencing. It suggests a lack of empathy and an inability to grasp the emotional weight of the situation, focusing instead on a distant, abstract probability rather than the immediate, concrete reality of suffering. The second part of the reported quote, "Of course it only affects the community in a very small way," is arguably even more staggering in its insensitivity. To suggest that the bombing of a passenger jet directly over a small Scottish town, causing the deaths of 11 of its residents and turning their homes into rubble, only affects the community in a very small way, is frankly astonishing. The Lockerbie bombing had a devastating and long-lasting impact on the town and its inhabitants. It became synonymous with their community, a scar that would take generations to heal. The loss of life, the destruction of property, the trauma of being at the epicenter of such an event, none of this could ever be described as a small effect. Such a statement demonstrates a shocking lack of understanding, or perhaps a complete failure to articulate appropriate sentiment in the face of overwhelming grief and destruction. It would have been deeply hurtful to the people of Lockerbie, trivializing their suffering and the profound disruption to their lives. The royal expert's concluding remark on Prince Andrew's comments, "Surely a great loss to the diplomatic corps," is dripping with sarcasm. It implies that someone capable of making such tactless and insensitive remarks during a crisis would be utterly unsuited for any role requiring diplomatic skill, which fundamentally relies on sensitivity, understanding different perspectives, and communicating with care and nuance, especially in delicate situations. The contrast drawn by the expert is stark and illuminating. On one hand, you have Princess Anne quietly and respectfully offering condolences and acknowledging the bravery of responders during a difficult time, focusing entirely on the needs of those she was visiting and avoiding any personal or potentially distracting commentary. Her presence was intended to be a source of comfort and recognition. On the other hand, the historical account of Prince Andrew at Lockerbie paints a picture of a royal representative, whose words, however they were intended, were perceived as thoughtless, inappropriate, and deeply lacking in the empathy required for such a solemn duty. His comments risked adding to the pain of those already suffering and detracted from the purpose of his visit, which should have been to offer genuine solace and demonstrate the Queen's concern. This comparison highlights a fundamental aspect of royal duty: the ability to connect with people, particularly in times of national sorrow or crisis, with authenticity, sensitivity, and respect. It requires putting personal feelings aside and focusing entirely on the needs and emotions of the affected community. Princess Anne, time and again, demonstrates this capability through her dedicated work. Her visit to Liverpool is a recent example of her consistent approach: professional, focused, and appropriately empathetic. For King Charles III and the wider royal family, seeing Princess Anne undertake such a sensitive engagement with her characteristic dignity and professionalism must indeed be a source of pride. At a time when the monarchy faces constant scrutiny and navigates complex public relations, having a senior, respected member like Princess Anne consistently perform her duties flawlessly, especially during moments requiring immense tact, is invaluable. Her actions reinforce the positive image of the royal family as a source of stability, comfort, and unwavering dedication to the people they serve. In essence, Princess Anne's recent visit was far more than just another royal engagement. It was a masterclass in how a member of the royal family should conduct themselves during a public tragedy, by focusing on providing heartfelt condolences and support, by acknowledging the courage of the emergency services, and by maintaining a dignified silence on anything other than the purpose of her visit. She demonstrated the very best of royal duty. This stands as a powerful counterpoint to instances where a lack of sensitivity has caused unintended hurt and damaged public perception. Her ability to connect with people on a human level, while upholding the formality required of her position, is a testament to her long experience and innate character. It is this blend of duty, empathy, and discretion that makes her such a respected figure, not only within the royal family but also among the British public. Her actions in Liverpool served as a quiet but powerful affirmation of the monarchy's role in times of adversity, and rightly earned the admiration of many, including, reportedly, her sovereign brother. In conclusion, Princess Anne's visit to the Royal Liverpool University Hospital was a significant moment, showcasing her unwavering dedication and profound empathy in the face of tragedy. Her dignified and sensitive approach offered genuine comfort to victims and first responders alike. This commendable action, particularly when viewed in contrast to past instances of perceived royal insensitivity during similar crises, serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of tact, empathy, and focus in public duty. It is clear why such conduct would make King Charles and the royal family proud, reinforcing the value of experienced and dedicated members like the Princess Royal. What are your thoughts on Princess Anne's approach during this difficult time? Do you agree that her conduct sets a strong example for royal duty? Please share your opinions in the comments section below. Don't forget to like this video if you found it informative, subscribe to our channel for more insights into the world of the royal family, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next update. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.